So I'm kind of bummed out right now because my new motor mount piece doesn't fit. It fits, but the problem I have is that I made the new motor mount exactly like the old motor mount instead of fabricating the new motor mount to the boat. So, and what happened is my original stringers were, I don't know, my original stringers were probably like 1/2 inch or smaller. Okay, my new stringers, which gave you a distance from there to there. Okay, now my new stringers are 3/4 inch thick, and plus with the extra tabbing, it shortened this distance. It shortened it. So now, if you're looking, so now instead of my motor mount, okay, say this is the old motor mount, and this is the new motor mount. It's just slightly shorter, like a 1/2 inch. Well, anyway, if you have a V, right, and you have a longer distance, the distance between here and here is going to be shorter or longer, because this distance between the bottom of the hole and the bottom of the motor mount is supposed to be 5 and 5 5/8. Okay, but because this piece is shorter, because the new piece is shorter, it sits lower, and so the distance between the bottom of the motor mount and the bottom of the boat and the bottom of the motor mount is like 5 and, I don't know, I think it was 5 and 1/8 or something like that. So I got like a 1/2 inch difference now. So what I'm going to do is I've recut a new piece, this time contouring it to the bottom of the boat, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just flip it over and put this piece on here and then cut this as like as to be like a fillet, and so I don't have to, or I might just take this off and replace it with this piece. But anyway, that's where I am. Man, I can't believe I overlooked that fact. But anyway, I'm about to try to fix it. Alright, so here's my my current. Alright, so here's the dilemma. There's about 1/4 inch of what I think is probably chop strand mat on this motor mount. Okay, so what I have to do is make up that 1/4 inch. So what I've done is I've laid out on, now my new motor mount is, let me go show you real quick. My new motor mount is wrapped in 1 layer of chop strand mat. Okay, so this is a little rod holder I built for my brother. He put in his garage because we got like 1,000 poles laying around. So I built this little rod holder. I actually got the idea off of YouTube. It's not my idea, so, but yeah, it's coming out nice. But anyway, so what I did is I'm laying these out. This is 1808. The rest of the boat was done with 1708, but this was done with 1808 because it's what I could get locally. So what I've done is I've laid every inch. I've laid out 1 layer of chop strand mat, and then 1 layer is 1808, 2 layers of 1808, 3 layers of 1808, and I'm just going to lay it all out real quick, just slap it on, you know, not sopping wet, but just, you know, just normal layup, and see where and then after it dries, I'll grind it on the edge and look at the thicknesses, and I'll see which one is close to around 1/4 inch, and if you look, you can see, you know, maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 layers might get me there, because, you know, the resin adds some thickness, so let me lay it up, and then I'll show you guys how the test came out. Okay, so there it is. I'm gonna let it dry fully, and then I'm gonna come back with the grinder, grind off this edge, and then I'll know exactly the thickness of each layer, and then I'll know how much to put on my new, well, that's my old motor mount, but I'll know exactly how much thickness to get, it's gonna take to get to this 1/4 inch that was on there before. Alright guys, oh yeah, also another quick tip is, like always have an extra piece whenever you do a layup, like have an extra piece that you know is gonna be needed to be coated in resin, have it on the side, like that's the, that right there is the bottom base for my doghouse, and it needs to be coated in resin, so whenever I have any extra in the cup, I just go over and throw some on until it's totally covered. That way you minimize, it helps minimize your waste, just a little tidbit. Okay, alright, peace. Alright, so the problem was, I knew the thickness of my original motor mount. See, here's my motor mount. I knew the thickness of the original motor mount, but I didn't know how many layers of 1708 equated, if equated is a word, equated to that same thickness. So what I did is, I laid out a layer of CSM plus 1 layer 1808, CSM plus 2 layers of 1808, CSM, and then every inch or so I put, built it up to different layers, up to 6 layers. And the 6th layer, that's the thickness, about the thickness that you get, 6 layers, and it's .290. I'm terrible with math, and I got these measurements I got off a caliper, using a caliper to get those measurements, and there's no way I can figure that out in my mind. I don't even know what, this is like half, .051 is like half of a 16th of an inch. I mean, once you start going beyond what I know, which is 16ths of an inch, I'm pretty much lost. So this is basically in 16ths how it came out, and it's give or take a little bit. I didn't spend a lot of time, I just did it real quick. So some of them are close, so that means that it was a low 16 and then a small 16, a small 2/16 and then a big 2/16. That's why some of them you see it's really not 2/16, but it's like the closest mark. But yeah, so anyway, to make a long story short, the original motor mount had what looks like, come on, focus baby, focus. Looks like about a 1/4 inch of fiberglass. And if I look on here, on my little tester dilly, my handy dandy thickness tester, patent pendant, you'll see that, okay, there you are right there. On the 6th layer, the 6th layer is actually a little, no, it's like a 1/4. So 6 layers of top strap. Actually, I think Woody was saying, I can't remember what he thought it was, but 4 layers. 4 layers of 1808 is here. Wait, yeah. 4 layers of 1808 is here. And that's just under, let me see if I can move the camera and then put it back. It looks like it's just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3/16, where wood on glass thought would get me up there, which is close. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4 layers. 4 layers. Damn it. 4 layers is about 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's just a hair over 3/16 for 4 layers. So, I'm in the ballpark. Even if I just did 4 layers, but I'm gonna try to get 5 on there, and I'm gonna go show you what kind of my dilemma is right now. All right. So here's my dilemma. Well, the first dilemma is hot as I don't know what out here. It's probably 100 degrees. And anyway, my second dilemma is that I got over here real late. I wanted to come this morning. I took a vacation day, and I wanted to get over here real early, but things happened, and I ended up not getting here till late in the afternoon. So I'm gonna get what I can get done. But anyway, the problem is, okay, I need 6 layers of chop strand to make up the difference for the thickness of the original motor mount. And so what I've got to do is, figure out how I can wrap 6 layers on here without it being, all funky. The first layer, because each layer, oh man, excuse me, the first, oh man, excuse me, the first layer, each layer is supposed to overlap each other, and that's really not too much of a deal when it gets up on the floor. But on here, it's kind of a dilemma of where, how I'm gonna make this wrap and make it neat. And this piece has got chop strand all over it, except for this very top. It's got chop strand on the sides, the bottom, everywhere else. So anyway, that's what I'm about to do here. Sit in the sun, hope I don't pass out while I'm figuring this out. And I'm going to cut all these pieces the best I can, fit them the best I can. I don't know how I'm going to do it. These are just scraps I have left over that I'm just going to kind of just lay on here and see, like, you know, how far apart I can overlap, you know, each piece and get six layers. I don't know. It's, you know, even if I did it like that, you know, overlapped it by a half inch, that's still 6 layers. It's 3 inches with a half-inch overlap. So, and this is going to be interesting. And then it not only does it have to come up like this onto the floor, but it has to come out to the side as well to hit the stringer. And then there's another piece that has to come down like this, which is going to be cut. Well, maybe not. I might not have to cut it. It's kind of fitting in there. If I put it on like that, I might not have to cut it. Okay, and then there's going to be another piece that goes on the bottom and wraps around like that. So, you know, I got to figure this out. And I can't, 2 layers is enough off the side. The bottom piece, this piece can be probably 2 layers, you know, and I'll make it come out, 4 inches or so, 3 inches, and then another 3 inches. Those pieces, 1 or 2 layers, is fine. But when I get up here, this is where it's going to have to be, the 6 layers, and oh man. So anyway, I'm going to figure it out, and then by the time I get that figured out, the sun should be down, and it should start cooling off, and I can start laying up. Okay, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, so, here we go. The first 2 layers. Man, the sun is just beaming. Okay, so here we go, the first 2 layers. It's going to go like this. That's going to be the first layer. And then this is going to be the second layer. And I'm not too concerned with the first layer being only like 3 inches. Because, it's going to be 5 to 6 layers. So I'm not really too concerned with this being, kind of short. So, 3 inches. And then this is going to come out. And normally you want your pieces to overlap 3 to 4 inches. Even probably 3 to 5 inches overlap. But, it's just not possible right here. So, I think this is fine. And plus, like I said, it's going to be 5 layers out. By the time you get 5 layers out, you're going to be well into, your 6 inches onto the floor, which is what I believe is recommended for your motor mount. So, anyway, the first 2 pieces are cut. The next piece is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I want it to go not only over the side, just over the side, but I want it to come along the stringer too, and up on the floor. So it's going to be interesting to see what I come up with, and let me get to thinking and then cutting, and then I'll be back. Alright, so this is the 3rd layer, and I think what I'm going to do is have it wrap, like this. Ooh, I don't know if you can, man, the sun is so bright I can't see if you can see what I can see. But my idea is to do the 3rd layer like this, and then have the 4th layer come come down the side. So let me cut this, and that's what it looks like. I got like 3 inches overlap right here, but I thought that was good, because I'm thinking the more overlap you have, the stronger it's going to be. The more it has to grab onto. And man, with the peanut butter and a couple of more layers out here on the floor and on the sides, man, this motor mount's not going no place. I really don't even think it needs 5 or 6 layers, but I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna put at least 5 on. So anyway, let me get back to cutting, man. I'm gonna pass out here. Yeah, on second thought, I'm thinking about cutting this piece down a little bit, just to be closer to that one. Because I'm already at 3, 4, 5. I'll be out to here. That's a lot of 1708. And plus, I just ran out. In order, I might need some more. I don't know. Let me see. Let me keep cutting. See what happens. Alright, I ran out of fiberglass. The next 2 layers are going to wrap down the side, and then underneath. And one's going to wrap and stop on the side, and then one is going to wrap and stop underneath. And then there's going to be some pieces that go like that. But I ran out of, I got plenty of scraps, but you can tell by the roll here, I ran out of 1808. Man, this stuff is, it's, what is it? It is 12 something a yard, so I think I'm getting like 3 yards. Because I just need enough for now. I just need enough to go. The problem is it has to come from 3 inches here to 3 inches over there. So I need that length all in one shot, and then I got to cut it down to wrap in the middle. And I've already got I've already got 1, 2, see it's all overlapping. It's not by a lot, but it is overlapping. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, and then my 5th will be here. My 5th piece will come out to maybe here, and the 6th piece will probably come out to here. And they'll come in, narrow down, wrap, and then, you know, wrap one just past this, and then wrap another one underneath, and then the pieces that go underneath there. And then after that, man, I think this motor mount is not going nowhere. I think it's going to be in there really good. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know if that's enough. And I think I'm going to call it quits. I was going to lay this first 4 up, but it's hot, and I'm just going to come back early, do it, or get it done early in the morning. All right, see you guys. Peace.